enjoy watching Friday Night Live with your new puppy. We're going to chat about some of the guys that just came in today and tell you a little bit about them. We do have a lot to go through, so I'm not going to be able to do them full justice. Normally I talk quite a bit about them. I would kind of do a shortened version of that. If you have questions, give us a call, and we'll be happy to go further in depth about any of these guys that we're going to talk about here. So let me give you a little bit of a teaser as far as what's coming up here that I'm going to talk about. First off is this one. This is Bodie, and he is an English cream golden retriever, and of course that is the white version of the golden retriever. He is a registered golden, but he is what they call English cream. So we've got English cream golden retrievers. We've got two of them. We've got a couple mini golden doodles. We've got a Shiba Inu. We've got a min pin or a miniature pincher. So some really great stuff already. We also have Yorkie poo. We have cabochons, cockapoos. We have a Shih Tzu. We have a Yoshan, Pushan, Moldy poo. That is all what we're going to be talking about. So we are going to take a little Bodie here up to the first pen, and we're going to start chatting. Let me jump in here. Let me set him down first. There we go. All right. Hello. All right. So two English creams, a little boy and a little girl. So we have Winnie. Winnie is the little girl. That's the one with the red collar. And then the little boy, that's Bodie. And then the two red colored ones, these are mini golden doodles. We have a male and a female again, and that is Bramble and Rosie. So let's talk about these guys a little bit. So, come here, you. So these are our mini golden doodles. Whoops. The little bit lighter colored one, this is the male, and this is our female. Where are you going? So mini golden doodles, these are second generation, or what we call F2. These are going to be, we always call them, they want to run. We always call them mild shed. I would prefer to be a little safe with these guys. Now, chances are with the coat that they have, they're probably really not going to shed very much. But you might find a stray hair here or there, but not bunches. So both of these guys, now these guys are going to be in about that 20-25 pound range. Definitely playful, as you can clearly see. Oh boy. Definitely playful. We're not talking about you yet. Definitely playful, active, which is what you would expect out of a golden doodle. And very social, very nice family kind of dog. Like I said, these guys, we do recommend that you get these guys groomed as well. Even though if they shed just a little bit, it's not enough. They look much better and much cleaner if you're grooming them out, taking them to a groomer, things like that. We do recommend combing these guys out on a regular basis also. You want to do that about every 2 or 3 days. Use a hard comb on them, and that is your hard comb. The one where the bristles pins don't move. That works really good to get down through the coat. Now, like I said, great family dogs. We've got 2 of them here for you to pick from, and we are getting close to almost Christmas time, so if anybody wants to do layaways for Christmas, we do offer that here at the store. So just so you're aware, it's right around the corner at this point. So some of these guys are certainly going to be Christmas presents, I imagine. So this one here, this is our little female. This is Winnie. And then if I can get him away from this toy, there we go. This is Bodie. These guys are English cream golden retrievers, and that is a white version of your golden retriever, full-size golden. Just simply a white version, as you can see. Mom and Dad are both English creams, and these are registered goldens too, by the way. So golden retriever, they are the same. Their color, even though their color is different, they are the same disposition and personality that you expect with a golden retriever. Amazing, awesome, just everything about a golden retriever. The pure love. I mean, they're amazing, amazing animals. Now they will get a double coat. They will shed, which you would expect out of a pure golden retriever. They also, come over here, little boy. There we get him in the camera, so it's our little boy. So these guys, you do want to, especially come springtime, you do want to comb them out and get a lot of the dead hairs out of there. That's pretty important. But as far as training, working with the golden retriever, I mean, they're great. You know, they're great to train. People use these guys for service dogs. People use these guys, you know, for all kinds of things other than pets. It's a good work breed as well. But just an amazing dog. Size on these guys, you're going to be in that 60, 65 pound range, maybe 70 on the males. You know, they can go a little heavier. Their daddy, his name is Denali, and mom's name is Dora. But Denali is about 75 pounds. This is our little boy, so he's pretty good size. So if you want more information, give us a call at the store here, and we'll be happy to answer a little more in-depth questions about them. We're going to step over because we've got 4 play areas to go through. So,
all right, and while Mark's making his way over here to the next play area, again, the big white ones were our English cream golden retrievers. And then the smaller ones that were the more brown color, reddish color, mini golden doodles. Golden retriever and a poodle, mini size though, looking around the 25-30 range, so about half the size of those English cream goldens. If you guys want to find out more information about us, Mark was talking about giving us a call. You can do that, or you can also check out our website. Website's going to be yournewpuppyllc.com. If you guys go on there, we do have additional information that'll help you out. Or you can give us a call tomorrow. We're open 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well, too. We won't take any phone calls during the live, but we do have a YNP admin with a bulldoggy picture that is trying to answer some of the comments and stuff for you guys. But I'll go ahead and pass it over to Mark so he can go ahead and talk about these two.
All right, thank you, Michael. All right, so what we have in here, two, again, pretty unique and different pups that we don't find very often here at Your New Puppy. So we've got our Shiba Inu, okay? That's this little one, okay? We do get Shibas in, but sometimes the black is a little bit harder color to get. So she's a very pretty black and tan. Anyway, her name is Zuzu. And then in the corner playing is Juno. Juno is a miniature pinscher or a min pin. Definitely we haven't had min pins. And I don't even know how long. We haven't had you in here. Come here. All right. So this is our min pin. This is Juno. Miniature pinscher. Of course, these are from Germany. These guys date way back. They actually had min pins before they had Dobermans. And then that's Doberman pinscher, so miniature pinscher, you know, that's where that all comes from. Active, sleek, very athletic, very small in size. Min pins are typically only in about the 8 to 10 pound range. This is a shedding breed. It's very short hair though, so you're also very small volume because of the body size being so small. So you don't really, it's not going to be the same as cleaning up after your Labrador, but you know, they will shed a little, they will shed, you know, but like I said, it'll be manageable simply because the size for starters and the fact that it's just a short coat like this. Definitely, we're here in Ohio, Cincinnati to be exact. For those of you that are just watching, too, by the way, or just jumping on, we do thank you, and we would appreciate likes, follows, and subscribes. You are watching Friday Night Live at Your New Puppy. We do this every Friday night. We talk about our guys, get them out, and let you see them in action. Let you see them running around playing. If you have questions, give us a call. You will find the website link in our profiles on any social media platform. Definitely use that. These guys, their pictures are not posted yet. They just got here this afternoon. So their pictures will go up tomorrow sometime. It's definitely going to be much later in the day because they have a lot of pictures and videos to take. So it's going to take them quite a bit of time to get these guys pictured, but you're seeing them better because you're getting to see them live and up front. You know, if you're local to Cincinnati, because that is where we are, certainly anything better than a picture is to come in and play with them yourself. So we are here 7 days a week. So, your miniature pinscher, again, definitely not something we have very often in here, and probably won't get lucky enough to get another one in a while, so this is the only little one we have. It's a little female. Like I said, athletic sort of dog, very agile sort of dog, very loving, okay? They really do love on their family. She's got her ears done, as you can see, which is really nice. She's got a beautiful, beautiful face structure, beautiful look to her, okay? This is, of course, a registered min pin. She's actually a KC. With her and working with her and her size and stuff, we do want to be, she's smaller, so she's fragile because she's smaller, but she's not delicate. And if you have younger children, I would be a little cautious with really young children, but as an adult, she'll be okay. It's just like right now, because she's, you know, she's all, 10 weeks, 11 weeks old or something. So she's pretty young. So, you know, we do want to watch that with the very, very young children. Now, again, with her and stuff, definitely a sweater. You know, we're here in Ohio, and it's starting to get pretty cool at night and stuff. This dog has very little body fat to them. They're supposed to be sleek and slender. So you definitely are going to need to grab this little one some sweaters and stuff to get outside. But she will like being outside too, by the way. They're actually, they enjoy the outside weather and stuff. And as you can see, they're pretty upbeat personality. And this is exactly what you would expect from a min pin. Now the Shiba Inu, that is this one. So a member of the Spitz family. Again, very pretty color. This is a little girl. Her name is Zuzu. And Shibas are a double-coated dog, okay? They have a very fine coat. Right now, she's not really double-coated too much because she's a puppy, but she will be. They have a double coat, and they have a very fine undercoat, very insulating, very warm feel, and then they get longer guard hairs on them, and that is what protects them from the elements. These guys are from Japan, and it is cold in Japan. Colder than it is here sometimes. So with that, you do want to, you know, she's going to enjoy going outside, and I don't care what the weather is, even as a puppy. You know, the cold weather is not going to bother her. This is a shedding dog, by the way, and they are typically in about that 20-25 pound range. As a Shiba, that's standard for them. She is also a registered Shiba, or a registered dog. She's a purebred register. So working with these guys, you do want to be an experienced owner, preferably. And I'll give you a secondary, if you're not an experienced owner, I'll give you some options on that one. But if you're an experienced dog owner, these guys are a little headstrong, okay? But they're great dogs. They really are great dogs. They love, yeah, that on cue. We get kisses on cue. They do love their family. They do love their people, and very good. But you do have to. They're strong-willed, you know. So strong-willed is a little hard to work with. You don't want to give them too much leeway, because if you do, they will take it and they will run with that. So if you are a novice dog owner, you know, you're saying, hey, I really love the looks of this. I really want to give this a try. You know, she's smaller. She'll fit in our apartment or something like that. That's fine. Shibas don't bark very much. You know, they're pretty low on that. They will bark, but they're not aggressive typically, unless something gets them going. But puppy classes, you know, for something like this, and that, quite honestly, if you haven't trained a puppy in a long time, it might not be a bad idea anyway. But puppy classes are a good way to go. They will get you in, they will teach you how to communicate with this dog. They will teach you some basic stuff, you know, sit, walk on a lead, different things like that, and that's all great. The biggest thing that it teaches you is communication, how to work, how to talk to this dog so that this dog understands what you want it to do. And that's the best thing you can take from some of those training classes is how to communicate with your dog. It's very important that the dog understands. If he doesn't understand, he's gonna do what he wants, because nobody's there to tell him different. But dogs, all dogs, are companion-oriented animals. That's how God created them. So basically, they want to please their owners. So you need to show them how that all works. So this is our Shiba Inu. This is our miniature pincher, which is a feisty little sassy thing, just the way I like them. We have 2 more play areas to go through, so we're gonna head over.
All right. And while Mark's making his way over here again, we do thank you guys for all the likes and comments. Thank you to the ones that said they stopped by the store today too, to take a look at the pups in person as well. If you guys want to find out more information about us, check out our website. Website is going to be yournewpuppyllc.com. If you guys go on there, we do have a lot of useful information about future litters, up and coming as well, too. And we do have pictures of all the guys that we currently have, except these new guys we're featuring. We'll have them up tomorrow afternoon. Feel free to call us tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time if you guys do have any questions. We're open 11 to 8 tomorrow, or you can direct message our social media pages. We do have an admin on YouTube that's trying to get some of the comments and stuff as well. But I'll go ahead and pass it over to Mark so he can go ahead and talk about a lot of fluffiness in this pen.
Yeah, a lot of diversity here for certain. So we have a number of guys in here to talk about. So this one and that one in the corner, those are our cabochons. That's a brother and a sister. So those are our 2 cabochons. That is Oswald and Camellia. And then Winona is our Maltipoo. Winona is going to be the black and white one right there. That's Winona. That's our little Maltipoo. And then Bert. Bert is this one climbing on me. This is our little Poochon. So this is Mr. Bert. And that leaves the blue Merle one last, and that is Blueberry. And Blueberry is a Yorkie poo, okay? So lots in here, all similar to some degrees from the grooming perspective. So we'll hit that all at one shot with them. But let me get down and talk about these guys here, kind of maybe. Can I get you to move? Can I get you to move? All right. Okay, so you want to go first? All right. We'll talk about both of you. So this is our Poochon, little boy. Okay. This is our Maltipoo, little girl. Okay. Poochon, each of these guys, man, there's only one of these guys here. So Poochon, we have a female Poochon. If you're looking for a female, she's kind of the same color, a little more apricot-y. But anyway, and then we have 2 cabochons. All right. And this is our Blue Merle, very pretty, very different for a Yorkie poo, is Blue Merle. Her daddy's name is Silas, and Silas is a Blue Merle poodle. And that is actually in her, you'll see her parent information in her bio herself. When you go to, on anybody in the website, anybody that's pictured on our website too, by the way, if you click on that picture, it'll take you to a second screen where you will find multiple pictures. You will also find a video of these guys out running around playing just like this, so you can get a feel on personality. But you will also find 2 paragraphs there. The first is a short description, and that is basically the litter description. It'll tell you who mom and dad are, what their names are, what color they are, size. It gives you all the basic information. It'll tell you the size of the litter, how many puppies were in that litter, all that kind of stuff. And then there's a bigger paragraph, and that bigger paragraph, of course, is a basic description on that particular breed or mix. Just giving you some generals, you know, what to use and what to expect and stuff like that. So, you know, expectations, people's expectations need to be realistic for a puppy when you're bringing them home. Puppies are a little bit of work when you first bring them home. They've got training to do and things like that. And you need to understand that, and you need to have realistic expectations of what these dogs are capable of and how quickly they'll advance to the next stage. Luckily, it's pretty quick. Dogs mature very quickly. Typically, I was just talking to a client earlier today, and dogs literally will grow and mature. Puppies, young puppies, or small breed puppies is what I'm trying to say. Small breed puppies will grow and mature every week, literally visually, from birth up to 16 weeks of age. You will visually see them just growing and growing. After 16 weeks, they still do grow. They grow up till they're about 6 months of age. But after 16 weeks to 4 months to 6 months, they plateau a little bit. They don't grow quite as quickly, so that does slow down. But the nice thing is while they're growing, they're also maturing mentally, and that is a prime time to be training, working with these guys. So just a little tidbit of info there on expectations for a dog, and just hi honey, just working with them. So our little Yoshan, this little boy is actually already neutered, so you were getting a big major plus there. He was a crypt orchid, and we took care of that. So he is already a neutered male. Crypt orchid, of course, is where one testicle is not descended. He is a unilateral crypt, and that's just one. So you're okay.
Nope. Okay.
Anyway, with him, because he's neutered, like I said, you're getting about a $400 or $500 advantage there. And we, took care of that for you. So I did want to just simply point that out. We don't normally neuter the dogs this early, but we did because he was a crypt orchid, and it was more kind of medically necessary. Now, he is poodle bichon, so that's a Yoshan. So with him, you are going to have very, very low shed. You are also going to have a scale 4 on our allergy scale, which is like the best you can get. This little one, this is our Maldi Poo, and with her, she is the same thing as him. She is a scale 4 on our allergy scale. Maltese and Poodle are both excellent if you have dog-specific allergies. And then she is also a very low shed. She will be a little bit smaller in size. She will be in the 8 to 10 range. She's in the 10 to 12 range, so just a little bit bigger. And then the Yorkie Poo, she is actually going to be a little bit bigger. She's a little hefty, if you will, for a Yorkie Poo. She's not out of very small breeding stock, which that's okay because you get a very sturdy, stable dog. So with that, she is also very low shed. She is beautiful color. Again, blue merle is her color pattern. Her daddy's a blue merle. So very unique color pattern for a Yorkie Poo, not something you find quite often. What are you doing there, pal? She is, like I said, very low shed. Now she's a scale 3 on our allergy scale, so she's not quite up to the what you guys call hypoallergenic stage, but she's pretty close. If you have dog allergies, most scale 3s work for you, and that's why we do that scale, is to create them. And then this one here is our Cavachon. Now Cavalier and Bichon, and Cavaliers, of course, are a shedding breed, bred with a Bichon, which is a very low shedding breed. So with these guys, we call them a mild shed. Looking at this coat, as fluffy as this coat is, definitely a dog. All of these are dogs that are going to need to be groomed. This is our little female Cavachon. They did take the little male out because there was quite a few dogs in here. It was just getting a little congested. So her brother is actually here. So we've got the Cavachon female, and her brother is actually here. You'll see him when you come to the store to visit. But with your Cavachon, now she's only a scale 2 on our allergy scale, and that's because of the Cavalier that's in there. So she's not going to be good for people with dog-specific allergies. She's probably going to be, like I said, a mild shed. She will shed some. Hopefully it'll be minimal, and hopefully with the coat, looking at it, if you keep the coat on a shorter coat, you will definitely be okay. You really shouldn't find too much as far as grooming needs, and excessive shedding. Hard comb for these guys, all of them straight down the line. Even the Cavachon, I would recommend it with. You could use a slicker on her if the coat was shorter. This is actually your slicker brush, the one with the pins that moving around and stuff. And you can use that on the Cavachon. I wouldn't use it on these guys at all. So some nice little pups. Again, you'll see their pictures post later tomorrow. There's a lot of pictures for these guys to take tomorrow afternoon and get listed, but you can see we've got some really, really pretty, some beautiful, some unique stuff here, so really nice selection. And again, Christmas is right around the corner. We do offer layaway for Christmas as well, where you can come in, put a deposit down on the dog, and then come back and pick them up closer to Christmas or wait till after Christmas. A lot of people go out of town for Christmas. That's perfectly fine. Put them in layaway. You know, you've got the dog secured, and when you come back after your Christmas vacation, you come back and get your puppy, and you know, you've got time with the family at Christmas, and you've got a new puppy to come home to. So that's a pretty awesome day. So we're gonna step over. We have one more playpen, a couple more guys to talk about yet.
And then real quick, to answer that question, the brown and white here is the Cavachon playing with the Saturn toy. The multicolored light and dark one is the Yorkie and a poodle. Then the one chewing on Mark's leg wanting to be picked up is a Pouchon, poodle and a Bichon Frise.
This one's a poodle.
And then that little one that looks absolutely adorable, Maltese and a poodle. But now we're going to move over to the next pen, guys. We do have a couple more to talk about before we close out here and give you a preview of next week. If you guys want to find out more information about us, we do try to get to as many questions as we can during the live, but we are limited on time because everybody wants to hear about the puppies. We do have a YNP admin that does try to get to some of your questions, but here's what you guys can do. If we can't get to your questions during the live, feel free to direct message our page after the live, whether you're on YouTube or Instagram, or you can call us during normal business hours. We are open tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And to find a lot of useful information, check out the website. Going to be yournewpuppyllc.com. But I've rattled on enough. I'll go ahead and pass it over to Mark so he can talk about these last 3 fluff balls for the night.
All right, so we have 3 different guys in here. The black and white one, and I'll get down, I'll get him a little closer because he's got some really pretty tan accents. I'll show you in just a second. But anyway, the black and white one is a cockapoo, and his name is Charter. And then Chip is the brown one hiding in the corner. Let me get him out for you. There we go, that's Chip. Chip is a Yoshan, that's a Yorkie and Bichon. And then this pretty little boy, I'm gonna get him up so you can see his color because it's really nice. That is a pure Shih Tzu, and that is Ozias. So let me get down here and see what's going on. You guys got to come out of the corner. Okay, I'll go this way. All right, so okay, get him up here. All right, so this is our little Shih Tzu, pure Shih Tzu. He's very pretty. He's actually a red. He is red and white. You can probably see it in his ears. His ears are real pretty. Of course, your typical Shih Tzu, real scrunchy little nose. I do personally like the little pushy nose guys. I don't. Some people do, some don't. You know, and that's okay. But me personally, I do like them. I do like their personalities. Shih Tzu is a very, very low shed. Okay, and we're going to move you for a second. And we're going to move you for a second. Okay, so our Shih Tzu, very low shed. All right, he is going to need to be combed out and groomed combed out every couple days, groomed about every 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how short you want to keep it. These guys look super adorable in puppy cuts. Typically a longer ear. You can actually box off the ear a little bit, square it. It actually looks really super duper cute. Leave their tail a little bit longer, shave their body on the shorter side. That would be what your groomer does. With these guys, they do get hair in their ears because this is a hair dog. This is what we call a hair breed. And they do get hair in their ears. Right now he doesn't have any because he's still pretty young. They got very little there, but that hair does grow in the ears as well. You do need to get that out of that ear canal because if you don't, you will actually cause ear infections deep in that ear canal itself. If you don't get that hair out, what the hair does in the ear, once it gets all matted up, it will actually basically cut off the air circulation to the ear. You're going to get a lot of yeast infections, things like that. So when you take these guys to the groomer, these hair dogs to the groomers, the groomer will do that. I assure you. I don't know if anybody's ever plucked ears of their own dog, but it's really not. It's not very enjoyable for you or for the dog. Unfortunately, it is a very, very necessity to be done. You do have to do it because he can actually get sick if you don't. Make sure your groomer does do the ears. Normally, they're going to do that routinely anyway. Now our little Yoshan, this one here. Yoshan, this is Chip, I believe. Yes, this is Chip. So Yoshan is your Bichon. I got a pretty little face to him. Hi, sweetie. Got a lighter brown, a little bit lighter brown face to him. and stuff. So Yorkie and Bichon, he is also very low shed. You're not gonna find a lot of hairs, stray hairs with him. Size on him, you're going to be in the, about the 10-pound range. The Shih Tzu, by the way, he's a heavier little guy, which Shih Tzus are supposed to be anyway. They have a heavy little body. So he will have a heavy little body, and he's gonna be more in the 12 to 14. He's gonna be more in the like 10-ish, maybe 12, kind of depending where he ends up going. And again, very low shed with him. Could be a little with him, and actually with the Shih Tzu that's hiding under me. I actually want to point out something on training, and it actually may even apply to him because that's a cockapoo, and cockapoos. All three of these guys do have the potential to have a little stubbornness to them. Shih Tzus are known for being a little stubborn. Yorkies, Bichons can be, Cockers can be. Not bad, you can work with it, it's not awful. But I had mentioned it earlier about training classes, puppy classes. Not a bad idea if you're not, I mean, you can look a lot of stuff up online, you know, a lot of YouTube videos on this stuff, on how to train dogs and things like that, and they're great and stuff. Sometimes it is beneficial to have a trainer right in front of you, because that trainer can then see what you're doing and how you're doing it, and say, okay, I get where you're going, but you need to try at this angle, you know, or something like that. So it is very nice to have sometimes an in-person training class. So that would be a good recommendation for these guys if you're unsure of your training. But with the Yorkie Bichon, that's this little one here. With him, work with him. A nice little sweet little guy. Yorkies are very loving little dogs. Bichons, of course, are as well. So be a nice little family addition. He's got a nice little heavy body. I have no issues with him with children. I have no issues actually with any of these guys with children, young children. They would all do very well. I do want to point out one thing with the Shih Tzu, which we always talk about, is that shortened nose. These guys are very prone to overheating, not now because it's winter, but in the summer. So you do want to watch taking your short nose breeds, and that Shih Tzus are just one of them. There's a lot of them. You have Lhasas, Pekingese, you've got Bulldogs, you've got Pugs, even Boxers. A lot of those have that shortened nose. It is very hard for them to breathe if it's very hot, very humid outside. So we don't have to worry about that for a little bit. But anyway, so this is our little cockapoo here. Little black and white little guy. This is Charter. I didn't want to get him up here. I told you I would. I wanted to show the face and those eyebrows. We've got beautiful tan accent eyebrows on there. Doesn't have a lot of really any tan anywhere else, but he's got the Groucho Marx eyebrows things going. He's got a little bit of tan here on his muzzle, but not very much. But anyway, I just wanted you to see that because they're just a very nice accent. So Cockapoo, Cocker Spaniel, and Poodle. This little guy is one of the mixes that some people will tell you are hypoallergenic, and because he has Cocker Spaniel in him, that would be an incorrect statement. It's either they don't know, I don't want to call anybody a liar, either they don't know their dogs, or they're just trying to sell you their puppy with misinformation. We want to educate you on the truth about dogs, and that's why we do this. So a cockapoo is going to be a mild shed. They might throw hairs. I know there's plenty of cockapoos out there that really don't shed a lot, and that's great, you know. But because of the Cocker Spaniel that's in there now, because of that Cocker Spaniel as well, this dog could have the presence of dander, and dander is what sets off your allergies. Okay, so the term hypoallergenic with something like a cockapoo is an incorrect statement. It is not accurate. So you know, if you don't have dog allergies, it doesn't really matter. That's great, you know, get him because he's adorable and he's cute, you know, then that's fine. But if you do have dog specific allergies, obviously that's something you want to be aware of, because you bring your you know, 2 little kids in here, take this guy home, and within 48 hours we've got everybody in the house breaking out in a rash or something, you know, then you've got 2 crying kids because you have to return the dog because everybody's got allergies to them. So obviously the objective here is to avoid that situation, and I assure you as parents, you don't want that situation. So, but other than that, cockapoo, A little bit bigger than these other two. You're in about the 20-pound range. Though his dad's actually really small. For a poodle, his dad's a toy poodle, and I think it's only, if I remember correctly, it'll be on the website. If I remember correctly, it's either like 6 or 8 pounds or something is his dad's size. So a normal cockapoo is usually up on the 20-25 pound range. This little guy's probably going to be clicking a little bit lower than that. Probably 16, maybe 20, you know, something like that is about where he's going to come in at probably. His mom is a full-size cocker. She's actually a black and tan cocker. So she's a full-size cocker, but his dad is, like I said, a very small poodle. Normally they use mini poodles when they do this mix, but the breeder actually chose to use a toy poodle on him. So he does have the potential to be on the little bit smaller side, which, you know, if you have a smaller home, is going to be nice. Now, with him and all of these, I would still recommend grooming him, even though he's going to shed a little bit. I would still recommend grooming him. It will maintain things and keep it a little bit cleaner, a little bit easier to take care of. So that is it for the dogs. If you guys have any questions on these guys, feel free. We went through them very quick. Obviously, I did not do full justice to them, but you're more than welcome to come in and get these guys out and play with them. These are some nice little puppies. So I'm going to hold on to this one. The girls are going to get these other two, and we're going to step out of here.
All right, and while Mark's coming over here to go ahead and wrap up, again, that was our cockapoo, which is what Mark's holding. That's a Cocker Spaniel and a Poodle. And then the more brown one, Yoshan, Yorkie and Bichon. And then the other one, just a pure Shih Tzu, which sticks out from the more squish face. If you guys want to find out more information about us, check out our website, going to be yournewpuppyllc.com. You guys can find a lot of useful information on there, or you guys can also give us a ring this weekend. Our business hours are on there too. We won't answer any calls tonight, but we will answer if you guys direct message our page. We can get back to you as well. Thank you guys for the likes, subscribes, and following the page and whatnot. We appreciate it. Mark's going to go ahead and give you a little bit more information and close us out here.
Yep. Thank you, sir. Teaser for next week. Again, another great week of dogs coming in. A lot of diversity, a lot of just fun stuff, you know, coming in. So Schnauzer, beautiful Schnauzer, chocolate and white. Ears done. She's a party Schnauzer, chocolate and white. Her ears are done. I mean, just like this girl has everything going for her. She's lickety split gorgeous. We have Cavapoo. Cavapoo is actually a Merle Cavapoo. He will actually be Ansel Boy. We have a standard Bernedoodle. We don't get standard sized doodles very often, so that's something a little different. Very pretty little female. She's tri-black, so you Bernese colors, but in a standard size in a doodle. So a standard Bernedoodle, that's coming in. A West Highland White Terrier. That's a little girl. She will be here. A Pure Cavalier. That is a Ruby female. We have a Blenheim female here right now. So if you're liking the Blenheim, we do have a Blenheim female already listed on our website. And then Yorkie, pure Yorkie, little boy, just one. That is a black and tan course, Yorkie. Then we have a Boston Terrier coming in. That is going to be a black and white male. And if you like the red color or the seal color, we do have a seal female here right now also as well. Aussie Doodle, we have an Aussie Doodle coming in. That is a red tri Aussie Doodle. Pretty sharp looking little bud there. And then Poutons, Pouton is Poodle and Catan. We have two of those coming in. The male's small. We definitely, well, the one male I should say. There's a cream male coming in, and then there's a black one as well. He's on the smaller side. So he might come in. I might hold him an extra week. I'm not sure. He's pretty stable and solid, but we'll see on him. But either way, so lots of nice guys again next week. You know, we've got a wonderful selection of dogs, and a lot of opportunity for these guys to get great homes, you know, and the right types of families. So I am Mark, and on behalf of all of us here at Your New Puppy, we want to wish you a fantastic week.